Michael and his daughter Sarah were inseparable. Ever since Sarah's mom passed away, she had been his whole world. But their joyful life took a dark turn when Sarah began feeling weak and constantly sick. One day, the doctor called Michael into his office, his face grave. "Mr. Michael, your daughter's condition is critical. She has cancer of the heart, liver, and other vital organs. I'm afraid she doesn't have much time left." Michael's heart shattered. He tried to stay strong for Sarah, but at home, he broke down in tears. "God, why? She's only 12. Why her?" That evening, Sarah saw her dad crying in the corner of their small living room. She walked over, frail but smiling, and placed her hand on his shoulder. "Daddy, don't cry," she said softly. Michael looked at her, his voice trembling. "Sarah, the doctors, they don't think you'll make it." Sarah smiled, her faith unshaken. "But what does God say, Daddy?" He said, "By his stripes, I am healed." Michael blinked, stunned by her confidence. "Sarah, you really believe that?" "Yes," she nodded. "Jesus already took this sickness away. I will be healed, you'll see." Days turned into weeks, and Sarah grew weaker. Even Michael began to lose hope, but Sarah kept praying every night. "Thank you, Jesus, for healing me," she whispered, before falling asleep. One night, as Michael sat by her bedside, he watched her sleep, her breathing shallow. He thought to himself, this might be her last night. Tears fell as he prayed, "God, if you can, please save her." Suddenly, Sarah stirred in her sleep. She smiled as if she saw something wonderful. "Daddy," she whispered faintly, before drifting off again. The next morning, Michael awoke to the sound of laughter. He bolted upright to see Sarah standing by the window, full of energy. Her cheeks were rosy, her eyes bright. "Daddy, look! I feel amazing!" she exclaimed. Michael stared, stunned. "Sarah, how?" She smiled. "Last night I dreamed Jesus touched me. He said, 'Your faith has made you well.'" Michael rushed her to the hospital, and after a series of tests, the doctor stood in disbelief. I don't know how to explain this, Mr. Michael, but there's no sign of cancer. It's completely gone." Michael fell to his knees, overwhelmed. Sarah hugged him tightly. "I told you, Daddy. Jesus healed me." From that day forward, Sarah and her father shared their story everywhere they went, always quoting Matthew 9:22. "Take heart, daughter. Your faith has made you well." Faith, no matter how small, can move mountains. Believe in God's promises and watch Him perform miracles.